You think they're drinking milk? But they're actually drinking fresh blood because they're not ordinary kids, they're vampire children. So at an age when everyone else is drinking milk, they can only drink blood when they grow up. They're different from vampires in US and Europe. She's not afraid of crosses, she's not afraid of garlic, and she's not afraid of sunlight, so it's easier to hide her identity. In order to get a diploma and find a job, she was ready to blend into a human school, but she didn't expect an accident on her first day. On the tube, there was a creepy guy who used his purse to block people's view. Then he put his hand underneath. He rubbed the thigh of the woman next to him. He thought she was too ashamed to say anything, but he didn't expect the woman to go ballistic. She pushed him to the ground. At the same time, a carton of milk fell out of his purse. Nana just wanted to help pick it up. The cabin was instantly filled with the smell of blood. Passengers then realized he was a vampire, and Nana also did not expect she had actually met her kind here. A male student thought she was in shock. He wanted to comfort her, but Nana couldn't help herself. She opened her mouth and bared her fangs. She was ready to feed on the vampire. Luckily, the underground arrived at the station. Nana woke up to the sound of the train. She panicked, rushed out, leaving her classmates standing at the same spot. Nana hurried to the bathroom to wash the blood off her body and face. At that moment, she suddenly had a bold idea. She used to drink animal blood. This time she wanted to taste human blood. When she touched the blood on her mouth, her eyes turned purple. Having tasted it, Nana couldn't stop herself from doing it. After finishing everything, she went to school to report. It just so happened that the boy she met on the underground was also in this class. During recess, the students saw the news about the vampire on the underground and found Nana in the video, so they gathered around her. They asked her why she wasn't scared. Why didn't the vampire attack her? In order not to arouse the suspicion of her classmates, she took out the cross from her neck.
뱀파이어는 십자가를 무서워한다잖아.
Nana was able to get away with it. When it was time for lunch, the students complained about the stink of pickled garlic in the canteen. The girl said vampires are afraid of garlic. The headmaster prepared it for us. We must eat more. When Nana heard that, she put a big spoonful on her plate. She ate it all in front of her classmates. She thought that no one would suspect that she was a vampire, but unbeknownst to her, someone was secretly watching her from afar. At the same time, in the school library, there was a student who was reading books about vampires because he's not human either, and the books contain the secrets of the vampire family. But what's even more frightening, there are more vampires in this school than just the two of them. Putting fresh blood in a bag disguised as fancy tomato juice and sneak it into the school and drank it for lunch. She's a vampire hiding in the school. If she doesn't drink fresh blood, she'll mutate. But on this day, a student changed the combination to Nana's locker door and locked it. When Nana came back at noon, she couldn't open it. She knew the consequences of not having blood would be serious. Rushed home with a weak body. By now, she was starting to lose control. Halfway home, she also met that male classmate. Nana drew closer to him. She said she was hungry. She jumped into the boy's arms. Her eyes turned purple, and sharp fangs grew out of her mouth, and she bit him right in the neck. But in the end, reason overcame desire. She couldn't reveal her identity yet. The students around her kept cheering. They thought they were in love. Sober Nana pushed him away and left in a hurry. But she didn't take a few steps. She met another student. By now she was too weak to hold on. She fell into the boy's arms and fainted, and the boy picked him up and took Nana to the infirmary. He prepared fresh blood for her. It turned out that the boy was Nana's vampire friend. When others were still drinking milk, they already drank blood together. They have a very strong friendship. After regaining her strength, Nana returned to the classroom. Strangely, the locker door could be opened again. She thought that someone was framing her. Then Julie, who was next to her, suddenly screamed. She threw her bloody trousers on the floor. Her classmates picked them up and smelled it. It smelled like tomato juice. This was Julie's plot, because the boy she liked seemed to like Nana. This made Julie very jealous, so she was looking for a chance to frame Nana. And Nana is the only one who drinks tomato juice in the whole school. Her classmates asked her to open her locker to check. Of course Nana wouldn't agree. Once they found out that the bag was filled with blood, then her identity as a vampire will be exposed. At that moment, Nana's vampire friend suddenly stood up and pulled a bag of tomato juice out of his pocket. He took the blame on himself. Julie was furious, asked him why he did it.
너한테 관심 있어서.